Ahoy there, and welcome to this Pirates Parley. Today we'll be unboxing God of War, the card game, published by Come On. So stick around and let's get you plugged in. God of War is one of those video game series that's been around for a while. Tabletop games have been a little hit and miss in their adaptations of said games. Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, also PlayStation, Arkham City Escape. We've kind of got a funny relationship with that, but, I'm very curious to see how this one plays out. So let's see what's inside the box. Boom! Stay. Well, we got the rule book first and foremost. Let's see if it has anything shocking to tell us. Well, perhaps for now, I'll be content to stick with the components list. Looks like we got some punching to do. Life trackers, perhaps? Or is it damage that you can inflict on an enemy? You know this is a world full of monsters, right? So it does say damage tokens. So at least one of those guesses was right. And so much damage! This truly is a God of War game. Have you ever played one of those? Whew, they're gory. And these guys, death tokens. Death comes after damage, especially when Kratos is mad at you. Rage trackers. Mine would be pretty low right now, but we'll see how much there is to punch. It could rise exponentially. Stun tokens. These say 12 hand limit tokens. So hand limit token, there happen to be 12 of them. And common tokens. I assume that just means that they're available to everyone. Not like they're unremarkable. That is an axe. Axe. Freya tokens, who also happens to be right here. Got Kratos. Atreus. He's a good boy. Freya. A floating head. Sorry if I'm not totally familiar with all these characters. It's actually now been a while since I've played that game. Kind of been living on the tabletop. Blue dude. We're going to be learning his name in a moment. And good old what's-his-face. Now we've got here's the characters. Let's start over here with Kratos. Kratos, that guy. And he's double-sided. Freya, who they generally refer to as the witch, if I remember correctly. Atreus. Oh, I see. They say solo mode on one side, and then they don't say that on the other side. Oh, except for her. I guess she's not available in solo mode. But he is Thunderbird. My mom had one of those. Brock. And Sindri? Sindri. Brock and Sindri. Isn't that show with Will Wheaton? Mimir. The floating head with horns. Wouldn't want him at the Christmas party. All right, we've got a divider here. An actual lid, if you will. It's embossed with the name of the card game. There's cards in here, but since it's the card game, there would be. Ha! The Travelers. Grendels. Grendels, like plural. There was just one of him. And a very angry mother. The Ogre. Helheim. Alfheim. Same as him, but he eats cats. Stone Ancient. Magni and Modi. Final boss. Baldur's Forgiveness. Final boss. Are these secrets? Maybe I shouldn't be reading them out loud. Spoiler alert. Pirate round. This one's for you. Kratos. And Kratos. There's a bunch of him. But I do believe you get your own deck depending on which character you play. So this would be the Kratos cards. The backs are all the same. Atreus. Freya. Floating head guy. Brock and Sindri. There's no way that I'm saying that right. So I guess those are the playables. Sometimes with these games, the less desirable characters are the overpowered ones. So maybe those are the ones I should go straight for. Ha! Yes! Well, there's some attacks. That looks like stick an axe in your face. That looks like a shoot you with an arrow from far away. Defense, of course. And I believe the point of this sort of thing is to pump up your attacks. Alright, more of the same. They also have a variety of runes and glyphs up in the corner. And no doubt those will activate different things. Oh, something else has happened. General kind of events, draw 2 cards. All players draw 1 card. Now back to modifiers. And now we're just going to go back and forth. So I'll tell you if something changes. So clearly this is where you will begin your dubious combat against the forces of evil. Although if you played one of those first God of War games, Kratos, well, he's no angel. And this one says status card, as does most of this pack. And then, well, I haven't seen these before, and they say shatter crystal. Hopefully that's a good thing. Now we've got bases for our little standees, and by the way, it's come on. Shouldn't they be minis? Aren't they known for that? Isn't that what the big nerd fight is about? There's also a die. Shields, defense perhaps. All right, if you attack something, then it rolls to defend itself. I think this is a bad guy die. Ew. All that appears to be left in here are these cards, which I believe comprise the scenes, the things that you will be encountering and needing to defeat. Mini-bosses, bigger bosses, but I'm under the impression that spoilers exist in this game, so I kind of don't want to open these up. Just as much for my sake as for yours. However, I do see that whatever's inside is double-sided. And on the one side, you've got all kinds of stats, and on the other side, well, in this particular case, darkness. This one actually has something going on both sides, as does this. Yep. It just keeps on going. So apparently that black back was just an anomaly. Yes for here, yes for there. Okay, this is best left as a surprise, so let's not explore that too deeply, shall we? And that being the case, that is the entire contents of the box. This is mostly a card game, so that's where you're going to get the bulk of your content. And according to the BoardGameGeek score, it's a decent one. If not a good one. If not a great one. And honestly, I'm very excited to check it out. And that's your look inside God of War, the card game by Come On. We're going to go take this inside and try it out. Yes, this very minute. And stick around because we're going to let you know exactly what we think. God of War is a wonderful series that we've followed for many years now. So you know we're going to have an opinion or two. Thanks for tuning in for this Pirates Parley. And we'll see you here again very soon.